The necklace. About the author. Guy de Maupassant was a 19th century French author remembered as a master of short story form and a representative of the naturalist school who depicted human lives and destinies and social forces in disillusioned and often in pessimistic terms. Madame Mathilde Loisel was a pretty woman belonging to lower middle class society. She always dreamt of a life full of comforts and luxuries, but being unfortunate to afford her dreams in reality, she always lamented at her destiny. She was married to Mr. Loisel, who was clerk at the Board of Education. He cared for her and always tried to make her happy with the little blessings of their ordinary life. Once her husband brought an invitation to a party from the Minister of Public Instruction. Seeing the invite, instead of being happy, she felt more miserable. She spitefully threw the invitation and left his husband stupefied. She told him that she didn't have any pretty dress to wear on such a special occasion. Listening to this, her husband eagerly gave her 400 francs, which he had saved for a hunting gun, to buy herself a new dress for the party. To his dismay, Mathilda was still unhappy. She further said that she hadn't got a decent piece of jewelry to team up with a party gown. Mr. Loisel advised her to wear natural flowers, but she denied doing so. Then Mr. Loisel suggested her to borrow the jewelry from her rich friend Madame Forestier, whom she knew from her childhood days. Listening to his suggestion, she happily went to meet Madame Forestier and shared her problem. The good Madame Forestier eagerly offered her a box of jewels and asked her to pick any piece of jewelry of her choice. The happy Matilda instantly borrowed a beautiful necklace of diamonds. Reaching home, she teamed up the elegant piece of necklace with a beautiful party gown and went to the ball party along with her husband. In the party, she was the center of attraction. Everyone admired her beauty, and Matilda enjoyed all the attention given to her. It was around 4 o'clock in the morning. The Loisels decided to leave for home, as they were really tired. On reaching home, when Matilda was getting ready to go to the bed, she found to her horror that she had lost her necklace. The news of the lost necklace came as a huge shock to Mr. Loisel. He searched for the lost piece of jewelry in every nook and corner and wherever they went last night, but every efforts done by him went futile. He advised Matilda to inform Madame Forestier that the clasp of the necklace had broken and she needs some time to get it repaired. In fact, Mr. Loisel wanted to buy some time to replace the loss. Soon, Mr. Loisel found a shop, Palais Royal, where he saw replica of the lost necklace, valued 40,000 francs, but on bargain, it could be easily bought for 36,000 francs only. But still this was a hefty amount for Mr. Loisel, as he possessed 18,000 francs only that he had inherited from his father. Therefore, for the rest of the money, he had to borrow it from the payday lenders. Then he purchased the chaplet of the diamonds from the shop and gave it to his wife. Matilda, feeling relieved, returned the replica of the necklace to Madame Forestier without being perceived or telling the truth. Resigned to her fate, Matilda had to face hard times in her life after that. Loisels had to cut down their expenses and embrace a low-budget lifestyle to pay their debts. They changed the lodgings and rented some rooms in an attic. Matilda had to do all the daily household chores herself, and with the passage of time, living in poverty for 10 years, she lost her charm and beauty. Her wrinkled face, unkempt hair, and untidy clothes gave her an ugly appearance and told the story of her miserable life. Coincidentally, one day she met her old friend Madame Forestier during evening walk, who didn't recognize her, but Matilda decided to confront her as she had suffered and paid a lot for the untold truth of the lost necklace. She approached her friend and disclosed the truth of the lost necklace and accused Madame Forestier to be responsible for all the miseries which she was going through. The kind-hearted lady, Madame Forestier, felt sad at her friend's plight. She replied that the necklace which Matilda borrowed was a false piece of jewelry, not worth over 500 francs. Ironically, it was right then the burden of reality hit Matilda like a tight slap on her face. In the end, we can say that Matilda's aspirations, vanity, and discontentment with her present lifestyle was responsible for her ruin. Moral: decisions define destiny.